It's Friday already. All right. Hey guys, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Today's Friday, December 30th. It is 6:21 right now. Market's going to open in about 9 minutes. It's crazy. It's Friday already, guys. Last trading day of the year. I just realized I thought today was Thursday for a second. But all right, so give me a few moments to finish setting up this room and then we'll get started shortly. With it being Friday, I don't know if I'm going to enter anything today, but we'll see. Just got to see how the market is moving. But man, that's crazy. A whole year down with you guys trading every single day. Let me finish setting this up real quick. And I'll send out that link so that everyone can join this room. Just want to give you guys a little intro because what a crazy year it's been. All right, looks good. Let me get this link sent out to you guys here in the premium. So, obviously, priority right there. All right. So I'll give a few moments for people to make their way in as we get started. Nice. Let's see. Let's see. Natasha said, I woke up to money too. Yeah, no, definitely. I think everyone did. So if you guys took the odd USD signal that I called last night, the odd USD position blasted right through TP, little to no drawdown. It's still pushing up right here. I'm already out of the position, but it still shows here that I'm in it. I locked in a total profit of 452 on that trade. Pretty much all wins for my Forex trades here. This is my personal account, guys. It's a small account, so I only have about 10,000 in this account. So I'm taking about a 3 to 5% risk per trade because I do feel really confident about these entries. You guys can see here, I made a pretty big gain here. So like I made about like a 15% gain for this. Or I put 3%, but actually I took a 5% or 4%. So I'm up about like 15% this week just from Forex trades. So if I was to just take Forex trades, on my FTMO, I would have passed it already because I would have had all the wins there. So if you guys took the trade, nice. If you guys didn't, it's okay. I know not everyone here likes to trade Forex, so it's not necessary that you guys take them. But if you guys do take them, understand that I'm only picking quality entries. That's why there's not so many entries that are being sent out. Just the ones that I absolutely am certain are going to work out. So let's see who's here. Morning, Peter. Morning, Karen. Morning, Stern. Morning, Kenny. Morning, Maria. Morning, everybody. So today is Friday, December 30th, guys. We made it to the end of the year, and it's crazy how long we've been trading every single day this year, and how far we've come. We've had a really good trading year. Hopefully, all you guys had a really good trading year as well. It's crazy. If you guys just took the trades during these live sessions, you guys would have made a ton of profit. Because that's pretty much all I took. I don't really trade outside the session aside from these Forex trades, but also these Forex trades have been hitting as well, as long as you're using proper risk. So, it's been a pretty amazing year. I haven't really documented the Forex trades because we just started doing it a lot more recently. But if you look at all the Forex trades for this week and the Forex trades for like this entire month and last month, they've been pretty on point. I've won every single trade here. So it's been a pretty good year altogether with regard to the live trades and the signals, even though I started signals like about a month or two ago. I think this following year will be even better. So let's see if there's anything else over here. Hey, Pablo, morning. Yeah, no, definitely last trading day of the year. TGI. Auth is asking, do you have any Telegram handle? Yeah, my Telegram handle is Kodi Kai Trades. If you go on the website, so just go on our website, kodikaitrades.com, click on unlock your free access right here. When you go to this website right here and you just sign up for the free access, it'll give you links to all of the Telegrams. If you scroll down into the description of this live session, you'll see all the Telegram links right there. Yeah, morning, bro. Good to see you. I think you're new here. I haven't seen you here before. So good morning to you and welcome to the group. But yeah, if you scroll down, all the Telegram links are there. If you want to sign up for the website for the free intro, you'll get links to like everything on that. It's probably the best option because you'll get everything emailed to you. But if you just want to get the links, they're down below. And then if you look in their group, you'll see that I'm the owner of all of the Telegram groups. That's how you could get in contact with me. But yeah, guys, all right, looking over here at the breakout for today, breakout 2.0, we don't have a sell signal here, right? So without the sell signal, we can't take a sell for the breakout 2.0, unfortunately. I was hoping we maybe could get this for the last day of the year, but unfortunately we don't. We finally have a bearish direction. We have a bearish trend here on the 1 hour, bearish trend over here on the 30, bearish trend here on the 10, but we don't have a sell signal, unfortunately. Maybe the sell signal will close at the end of this candle, but if it doesn't, then we're not going to have entry for the breakout. Everything here does align now. Confirmed trend all the time frames, bearish, bearish, bearish. Confirmed direction of momentum. This is a bullish momentum, so we can't take this trade here because it's against the trend, right? So yeah, unfortunately, it does not look like we're going to have a breakout 2.0 for this trading session. I was really hoping we get one today, but we don't have that sell signal there. So, following the requirements, we need to have that sell signal there to take the entry. So we'll see where this goes. On the shorter time frames over here, we also have bearish momentum as well. 10-minute right here, bearish. 5-minute right here, bearish. 1 minute over here, bearish as well. So when the market does open shortly, we might be able to start looking for entries for a sell. So that's something that we can do. But for the breakout, it does not look like we're going to get that there because, unfortunately, we don't have the sell signal. But we have news coming up over here at 6:45. Just keep in mind, guys, this is the last trading day of the year. So if you guys don't have to trade, I don't recommend trading because this is probably going to be one of the riskiest day to be trading with a lot of people getting in and out of the market as we get closer to the end of the year. So we'll take this as is and we'll see where price goes. There's the sessions right here. See what happens when the market actually opens. Let me go back to the 10-minute over here and see if there's a sell signal. I don't think there is, but so here's an example. If this closes with a sell signal, then the breakout is going to be a sell. Just FYI, breakout 2.0. This range here is way too far out, so I probably would go for the 1,000 instead of 1,500. So you can keep an eye out for it, but I don't think it'll come up, especially in the next 30 seconds or so. It's a big 10-minute candle. We don't even have a pending signal on it. So I'll turn on I got to close all these alerts here. Oops, I deleted the wrong alert, but it's okay. I'll just open another one. All right, guys, market's going to open right now in about 15 seconds. Let's see. Sorry, guys, you probably hear that ringing in the background. It's my washer downstairs that just where my dryer had just finished. There's a sell signal right here that's pending on the opening candle, but this is not going to be considered the breakout because obvious reasons. We have to look for the momentum prior to market opening. So we don't have that here, so no entry off that. All right, so we're just waiting for this here to play out. But yeah, again, if you guys are just joining the room, don't worry, you guys are not missing anything. There's no breakout for today. All the trend confirmations are bearish, but there's no sell signal here. So there's no entry for us to take, even if you wanted to take them because there's nothing here. We would have had this sell signal prior to market open. So no breakout 2.0 for today. However, everything is bearish, so we'll be looking for possible sell entries. We can't take one right here, right now in the specific candle because the sessions is like right here. The good thing about this is that the sessions and opening price are like right next to each other. So if and when price stays below there, we don't really have too much to worry about. Anyways, let me go over here to the 1 minute real quick. I'll put up the requirements. for the momentum scalp variation, and then also for the momentum scalp just in general. So basically for these both of these strategies here, you guys can see that the main requirement is to confirm the overall trend, right? So the overall trend here is bearish, obviously. On the 10-minute price is bearish because price is below the pivots, trend meters red, pivots are angling down. Same with the 5-minute over here, price is below the pivots, trend meters red, and the pivots are angling down. Lastly, here on the 1 minute, same exact thing. You can see the 1 minute's a bit choppy right here. It's kind of spiking back and forth up to the sessions and opening price. However, price is still below, trend meters red, and the pivots are angling down. So with that said, we do have a bearish bias. The two things that we need here, though, in order for us to take momentum scalp entries, is we need a sell signal on the 5, which is pending right here, and we also need a sell signal on the 10, which is pending right here. So as you guys can see how price is dropping down super heavy, this would have been a great entry, because if we took this here, this would have been a full TP, but unfortunately we couldn't take it because the criteria wasn't met. So it's all good. It is what it is. We just, it would have been a good entry. That's what we would have been looking for here if there was a sell signal on this previous candle. Looks like it's almost on its way to TP. Again, this is not a trade. It's not a trade for the breakout 2.0 with trend or without trend. It doesn't meet criteria for either of them, because the sell signal it wasn't there, but if it was, it would have been a good one. This is what we were waiting for if the sell signal came on this prior candle right here. Back to the 1 minute over here. Everything here is bearish. We need that sell signal here on the 5 and the sell signal here on the 10 in order for us to start looking for entries. You guys can see exactly where price rejected off to here on the 1 minute. This is exactly why we don't trade at the sessions, right? Price came down, spiked to the sessions, and bounced directly off it. So if you guys remembered my red flags, that's the reason why we don't trade when price gets near those areas. My red flags right here, when to avoid trades when price is near sessions. Sessions are going to be this red line, this purple line, green line, and the red line. The purple line's for Asia high lows, green line's for New York high lows, and the red line is for London high lows. So yeah, this is a clear example why we avoid trades at these points. You guys can see price pushing back up right here. I wouldn't be surprised if price pushes back up and then bounces directly off the session right there. So bounced off this session, came down here, bounced off this session, came right back up right here. I wouldn't be surprised if this bounces off it again. And you can see right there, another bounce. Big wick off the session right there. Session and opening price. So no trades around this area right here. Still looking for the sell signal here on the 5 and 10. You guys can see these crazy candles, right? Huge candles over here with big wicks. So you guys can see there's a lot of uncertainty in the market. This is why you want to be very careful trading today. Obviously, I'm going to look for trades if I see any, but I'm going to be very careful because today's the last trading day of the year. You're going to see a lot of people either pulling out of the market and getting into the market. There's a lot of reasons why people do this, tax reasons, right? People want to close out and realize their losses for the end of the year so that they can write that off on their taxes. Also, people are buying into the market so that they can basically put money into their IRA accounts, 401k accounts, and then that will be coming off as a tax write-off as well. So there's a lot of reasons why people are entering and exiting the market right now, especially on the last day of the year, because this is the last day they can do it. So you want to be careful. There's going to be manipulation. There's going to be people going in and out within institutions, market makers, retail traders, everybody, literally whoever's taking advantage of this last day trading. You're going to see these crazy movements, and you can see it's pretty clear right here, even on the 1 hour time frame. Huge wicks on both sides, right? People are entering, people are exiting. The sheer amount of volume of people getting in and out of the market is going to cause things to be very choppy. So just keep that in mind. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. You guys will figure it out eventually. Once you guys start to really get the trading game down and you start to really make a lot of money trading, there's gonna be a lot of these tax loopholes that you can use to take advantage of this year. So just keep that in mind. That's the reason why this thing's moving so choppy. So here's the 1 minute. You guys can see it a lot more clear. You guys can see how choppy it is right here. Market opened right here at 6:30, price kind of dumped, came right back up, and there's really no direction here. Price just going back and forth. The range is like this whole entire area right here. So If you guys have questions, feel free to put your questions in the chat, and then I'll go over whatever questions you guys have. If I see anything here come up, then great, we'll look for an entry. But we need a sell signal to come up here on the 5 and a sell signal to come up here on the 10 before we could even look for any sells. If price starts to shift to the upside, then that's perfectly fine too. We can shift our bias to a buy instead of a sell. But right now we're still looking for sells because the trend is still bearish. I accidentally deleted my signal here. I'm going to fix this real quick. AUD, USD. What did I put there? All right, I'm going to set my alerts here also for US30 on the 1 minute, 5 and 10. So it'll just let me know if I do get a signal on there. I mean, obviously we don't have a signal right now, but if and when we do. And then we got news right here in 8 minutes. Thanks, Peter. So let's see, question from Justin. Justin is asking, hey, Sean, I'm using the same chart as you, but mine is saying it's delayed 10 minutes. Which package do you have that takes out the delay? You have to pay for this separately, Justin. So I'm buying this data directly from the Chicago Mercantile Exchange or the Chicago Board of Trade, CBOT. This isn't part of TradingView. So, I mean, it is part of TradingView, but it's not part of any TradingView package. You have to pay for the actual data. So if you go over to your billing settings on TradingView, there's going to be an option there if you want to buy extra data. The data that I use for YM is CBOT. So I'm just trading the future. So if you go over to, you can type in YM, you can see right here, I'm using this one, CBOT Mini. This is directly from the exchange. So you have to pay for it. You have to go over to your settings, not on the application here, but you have to go on the website. If you go over to your settings for TradingView and you go over to your billing settings, there's gonna be an option that says if you want to add extra markets to your data, and that's where you can pay for it. It's only $4 a month, so I think personally it's worth it because it's a lot faster compared to all the other US30 data sets. You know, $4 is like nothing, especially if you're locking in like $1,000 per trade. It does pay itself off. So that's where you would pay for it and upgrade or unlock the data. Because I know for you, if you look up here, it says delayed, right? It's delayed by like 10 minutes. So that's how you'll be able to add it to your TradingView. Let's see. Atta Francis did not fund the Telegram handle. So let me show you real quick. Here, this is the YouTube channel right here, right? If you scroll down right here, the Telegrams are right here. So this is the live chat that you're on right now on YouTube. If you scroll down to the bottom right here in this box, all the links are right here. That's how you could get the Telegram. Let's see. Okay, perfect. Yeah, Justin said he got it. Charts look the same now. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so the YM charts aren't necessary, guys, but if you guys are scalping, you obviously want to have the fastest data, right? Because you don't want to be missing any trades and you don't want to be entering trades too late. I use YM here because YM is the actual future. If you guys trade US30 and you guys are not familiar, YM is the actual future. US30 copies YM. So US30 is just a mirror of YM, which is the actual future. Since I'm getting this directly from the exchange, I have the raw data here. Like this data is the fastest and the most accurate data. If you look over and you type in US30, you'll see here on the right side that these are all different brokers, right? Every broker sets their own pricing. So they might be off by a second, 2 seconds, couple seconds, half second, but their data is always going to be different. If you want to get the data directly from the exchange and you want to be ahead of the game, that's where you'll need the actual, future, which is this right here, YM. CBOT Mini, because this is not taken from any broker. This is taken from the actual exchange. So, or wherever you're buying it from, you can get it from ICE, which is a higher price. It's like $100. But this one right here is for CBOT, same thing. I don't even need to be that fast unless you're like taking like micro scalps and using like an algo or an EA or something. That's where it would come in handy. But I think for this, you're fine. CBOT. All right, guys. So I'm still looking for entries here. We don't have a sell signal yet on the 5 and 10. So I'll just leave all 3 charts open right here until we have that. So in order for us to take any entries, we need a sell signal here to close, and we need a sell signal here to close, right? If we get those two right there, then we can start looking for some momentum scalp entries. But until then, we don't have any entries coming up yet. Also, we have news coming up here in the next couple minutes. So let's keep an eye out for that. PC is asking, but what do you trade in FTMO, YM or US30? US30 because that's the only one that's available. PC. If you try to look up YM's not going to come up on there. FTMO is actually a little delayed. So like whenever you enter a trade here following the YM data, you're usually going to be in a little earlier. So whenever I enter a trade here for YM, I'm usually going to be covering spread already because FTMO is lagging it back a little bit. So like whenever I enter a trade here, you know, typically you go in, you're negative, right? Because you have to cover the spread. But since I'm entering like a second early, the spread's like automatically covered as soon as I enter the trade. So that's an advantage. Yeah, I don't think FTMO has YM. It wouldn't make sense for them to carry YM because it's the same thing. And I think only futures brokers carry YM. So it would be US30. It's the only asset that you can trade on there. All right, so price over here came down and it rejected directly off the sessions again, right? So there you go. Another example why you don't trade at the sessions. It happened right here, bounced directly off it, came back down again, bounced directly off it again. So it's not a good area to trade. We're still waiting for these sell signals to come up here on the 5 and the 10, but we don't have that yet. I don't think there's any other Forex trades from yesterday. I was looking for Euro USD. This was another entry that we would have taken, but this came up at midnight. I was already asleep at that time. Looks like this Euro USD is actually still playing out right now. I'm not in this position, but hey, basically the same setup that this one too as well, NZD USD. This one came up at midnight too. Full TP for this one right here. So our AUD position hit full TP. Euro USD is still running, so full TP. NZD USD would have hit full TP. These trades came up too late though. I was already asleep at that time. USD CHF, there was another entry right here as well. So it looks like it's still running. I'm not taking these trades. I was too late in the session. Yeah, so basically your USD is running in profit. USD CHF is running in profit. We have a sell signal here. It's bearish. USD JPY. This trade came up on Thursday, day before, but we were asleep during that time too, so wouldn't be able to take it, but full TP there. So all of the Forex entries that if you would have taken them overnight, you can see this is bearish, sell signal, red trend meter, sell, full TP, NZD USD, full TP, AUD USD trade we took, full TP. So if you took any of these trades, they all would have hit full TP. And if I held on to my position here, I'd still be up. I'd be up like about 800 right now. I made about 500 off that trade, but it's all good. All right, back to US30. Still nothing going on here. The price is still going around. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to put your questions in the chat, and then we can take a look. So I had a question here from Jennifer. Jennifer was asking, where's your question at? Jennifer was asking if I'd be able to note on the signal when it's a pending order. So I thought it was kind of obvious for you guys here. I'll type up the message if you're not in here, Jennifer, because whenever I send a signal, guys, so if I send a signal here with AUD USD, it's never going to be a market order, right? Because there's the reason why I give you an entry price, right? Because right here, price was not at entry point. And at this point over here, this would not be it would not be a market order. Like if I send out a signal and then it's below entry price, then if you put in this price here, like there's a whole reason I put in entry price, right? Then it would be a pending order, because when price swings back up, that's where it'll fill it. It's been like that for pretty much all of the signals that I send out. If the signal is directly on price, then it's impossible to put on a pending order. If you try to put in a pending order, it's not going to fill. It's going to say there's an error, right? So like, for example, the AUD USD trade over here, this trade was directly on price, right? So you can't put a pending order on this. It'd be automatically a market, because that's the only way you could get into this trade. So I'll send the message over to Jennifer. I'm not sure if Jennifer is in here on the live session right now, but I just wanted to show you guys, whenever you guys take an entry, there's a whole reason why I put the screenshot of the trade here. If you guys click on it, you can see it's impossible to put a pending order because price is on the entry price. For here, this would be a market order because obviously you have to enter right away. For the entry yesterday, USD, that one was below. So if you try to enter price there, then it would be a pending order, right? So just an FYI, guys, I thought it was something that would be obvious for people, but I'll try to put there whether it's pending or not. It's just, sometimes it's not going to be a pending and sometimes it's going to be pending. Depends on like the type of order. And then it kind of screws up with the template here because I'd have to add things to it. But if that's something that you guys need or you guys want, I'll try to make the effort to put it in there. But I kind of figured it would be like second nature for you guys to like check the chart to see if it's an actual entry or not, or if it's a market order or a pending order. But yeah. So I'll send you a message, Jennifer. I'm not sure if you're on here right now, but I will message you and let you know maybe after this live session or if we have some more downtime. Let's see. All right, PC says, I see a huge difference of 200 points between YM and US30 on currency.com. Yeah, that's exactly what I just mentioned before, right? The broker creates the price difference. So that's why the price difference is different, PC. We're not trading off price entry here, right? We're entering off the direction of price. The momentum and direction is the same thing, but of course, price is going to be different. That's what I was kind of explaining to you earlier. Each broker here has different pricing because they create their own pricing. They just create this own asset. So whatever broker you're looking at, they're all going to have different price. We're using YM here. So this is a raw price. This is the actual price, right? Does that make sense, PC? Because we keep getting this question. If you guys don't want to use YM, you guys don't have to use YM. But I'm telling you guys that it's going to be different because each broker has their own pricing. So yeah, pricing is going to be different, of course. Nothing's going to mirror the actual exchange directly because that's how brokers make money, right? How are they going to make money off of you if they can't have a spread between price? So that's basically how brokers make money. They make money because they're selling you an asset at a higher price or at a lower price, and then that spread in between the real price is where they make money because they just stop you out. They make money in between that area there. So yeah, PC, does that make sense that they're different? I'm trying to explain to you guys like why they're different and that they're not going to be the same because this is the raw data. That's why we use this raw data here. But if you look at the candles from currency.com, and I'll just show you an example here because there's nothing for us to look at the moment. So let me just show you again, like how this here looks, right? So I'm going to put US30 right here on this screen. Oh, wrong one. US30 here on this screen. Okay, look at the candles, right? They're exactly the same, right, PC? Pricing is different because they're from different sets. Actually, I gotta turn this thing off. 1 second. Symbol. All right, so you can see here that it's the same thing, right? The same thing is happening on both charts, but pricing is always going to be different because this is a different broker data. This is going to be currency.com, like you mentioned, and this is going to be the actual future asset. We're not trading off price. I'm never telling you like, hey, PC, enter at 33,080, right? So the price doesn't matter. What you're looking for here is the data. You can see how this one moves faster than this one. And that's the reason you can see, look, this one's moving a second faster than currency.com, right? Whenever it moves around. So pricing is always going to be different. We don't enter any trades based off pricing. We enter trades based off momentum, right? So if you see the momentum there, you're entering based off movement, not price. So price is irrelevant. It shouldn't matter to you. If you're entering something like Forex trades where I call out signals, then yeah, of course, price is going to matter because you're going to enter off that specific price. But price doesn't matter here because we don't care about it. All right, anyways, let me go back to the chart, guys. PC, if you have any other questions regarding that, let me know. But we have the signal here close, so I'm going to be focused on these charts here to see if we can find an entry. But if you're still confused, just let me know, and I'll try to go dig deeper into it once we have some more downtime. But now that we have the signal here closed, I'm going to be looking for some entries. So I'm going to be focused here on the charts, guys. If you guys have questions, just put them in the chat. Once we have some more downtime, I'll take a look at it. Thanks, Natasha and Rashida, for giving me that update. So with this right here, now we're looking, we have everything lined up. So we have a bearish bias here on the 10, bearish bias here on the 5, bearish bias here on the 1, right? Once we have that confirmed, I'll just go here and maximize the 1 minute. Looking over here at the momentum scalp variation, momentum scalp, first requirements that we're looking for here are going to be the overall trend, right? So we've already confirmed the overall trend here, step 1, it's all bearish. Going on to step 2 over here for momentum scalp, we have a sell signal here, sell signal here, and the sell signal here. So going back to the 1 minute, you can see here that everything's lined up, right? Number 1 is met. We have overall direction of a sell for all the time frames. Momentum for the 10 minute is a sell. Momentum for the 5 minute is a sell, and momentum for the 1 minute is a sell as well. But in order for us to have an entry here, we need to have a sell signal to come up again. So what I'm waiting for here is a retracement signal, meaning a buy signal to the upside in the direction of, or the opposite direction of the trend. And this is going to confirm, and we have one right there pending, right? This buy signal here is going to confirm the retracement. Once we've confirmed the retracement right here, the next signal that comes up after a buy signal is going to have to be a sell signal, right? So once we have that, we can take entry here for momentum scalp, because that'll fill requirement number 4. Once it fills requirement number 4, you can enter on the close of the candle. Here for the momentum scalp variation, we're on step 2 right now. So we've confirmed overall trend on all time frames. It's bearish. Looking over here on the 1, we're looking for a retracement momentum signal on the 1. So this is the one that we have pending right here. Now that it's closed, we're looking for price to close past it, which we did right here. And then after that, we're looking for step 4. We're looking for price to close back in the direction of overall trend. So for the momentum scalp variation, this is the first one that may come up. If we have a signal here, this one may come up. So we have price right here, push down, retracement, price retraced above the pivots. If price closes back below the pivots here, then this will technically be an entry for a momentum scalp variation. You guys got to wait for the candle to actually close though. If this candle is too big, you can see here that it is getting too big. The reason the way you can the way you guys can understand if it's too big is if you guys set up your TP stop loss. Sorry, I'm trying to move this thing here, but it's not letting me click on it. The way that you guys can see if the candle is too big is if you make entry here and the candle is bigger than the stop loss. Sorry, I fixed that. So if it's too close to it right there, so this is an entry for, but I didn't enter it yet, so I couldn't get into this entry. I was still looking at it. Yeah, it's a good thing we didn't enter right away, because this thing started to spike up pretty heavy. But yeah, if I want to make an entry, it'd have to be down here. Why is my lot size all screwed up? That's so weird. My MC4 is like, for some reason, all of the parameters were all changed. Gotta fix all my parameters here. So we'll see where this goes here. I'm gonna put a sell stop right here and catch it as it comes back down. See if it fills me a little early. So I'm not in this position here, but this is a momentum scalp variation. For some reason, like all my numbers on my MC4 were super off. All right, let's see. It filled me right there and then it already pulled me out. That's weird. I don't know if anyone got into the position, but it filled me and then it pulled me out right away. So it already hit my, I don't know what happened, if it was slippage or something. That's weird. I don't know what happened, but it ended up filling me in and then it pulled me out already. Let me check my social trader tools. Yeah, it looks like there was some slippage across my accounts. My main account though gave me a lot of profit, but everything else was, and there you go, full TP off it. So if you guys took that, that was a momentum scalp variation right here, full TP. I'm just gonna go and give you guys a little update. I'll send you guys a screenshot of my profits as well. And then we have a pending sell entry right here for a actual momentum scalp. So this was a momentum scalp variation. I don't know what happened there, but it pulled it. I guess it filled me in a little early when price spiked down, and then it closed me out right away. You guys will see from my accounts over here, I have like a mixed bag of profits, but if you guys took it, full TP right there. You have a pending momentum signal right here for a sell as well. So all right, just gotta wait for this here to close. Looks kind of iffy. I don't know if I'll take this one because it keeps disappearing. You gotta wait for it to actually close. 4 seconds left on it. Yeah, I'm not taking that one there. It did exactly what I mentioned. That's why you have to wait for it to actually close. Let me take a screenshot of my profits real quick. So I stopped trading on my TFF right now, guys, because it just keeps giving me like negative profits. There's no point in me trading on it. So I'm holding off on my TFF right now. You're just going to see profits from my FTMO and my MFF. Just for the time being, you know, maybe it'll fix it by next year, hopefully. But if not, I'm just going to have to YOLO that account. And then I'm probably not going to open another one with them anytime soon. I got payouts with them though, so it's wasn't a horrible experience, but it was kind of crappy, especially towards the end. Their excuse is that they got a new server, but that's always their excuse. All right, so there's still no entry here for a momentum scalp. You're looking for a sell momentum there to come up. Had to double up on my position here because you guys will see that the lot size was off. So, all right, here's my main account. Copy your MFF, and MFF, same thing. And then my personal account right here. All right, so there's no entry for momentum scalp. We just had that momentum scalp variation come up. Here is my profits. So for this trade right here, you can see we took the sell right there for the momentum scalp variation. You can see right here, here's my main account. You can see the green strip where I hit my TP, just blast right through it. Like I was literally in it for like a couple seconds or maybe even a minute. This was the incorrect lot size I was telling you about. I don't know what happened with my MT4. For some reason, it was at 0.3. And then I just got out of that. But here's the main trade that I took. I made 1,240 off that. So 1,241 off my main account. Here's my copier. I locked in a total profit of 942. This is my FTMO number 2. Here is my MFF, 841. Obviously, you guys can see the slippage. I made 1,200 on my main account, 900 on my FTMO copier, and then 840 here on my MFF. MFF was all the same. I locked in 841 off this one, 841 off this one, and 841 off this one. There, and here's my personal account. Locked in about 32 off this one. Lot size was still the same because it's a fixed lot size. But yeah, I fixed it on these over here. So solid profits for this right here. So you can see the market is starting to move kind of crazy, right? If you guys can see over here on my triggered alerts, the Forex market's moving kind of crazy. They got signals on all of these right here on GU, USD CAD, AUD USD. We're not going to take those trades though because today's Friday, market's closing soon. We're not going to hold any trades over the weekend. I don't think there's enough time for us to actually get in and out of those positions. So no more Forex for this week. I mean, it's been a great week for Forex, all wins and no losses. And same with US30 here for our live sessions. We've had all wins and no losses here as well. So pretty solid. And I'll go over everyone's profits here too. All right, so going over here, let's see, Will sent in his profits. He took that sell with us right there, total profit of 200. and 35 for the day. Nice work, Will. So, Will, do you see the difference now that you're only taking the trades during the live session? You're finding a lot of consistency. I see your profits here every day. 235 today, 290 the day before that, 237 the day before that. Dude, you're having no losses. Day before that, 205, 302. Nice work, Will. So it looks like for the past week, you've had literally all straight wins. Yeah, Will said, yeah, it's crazy. I just followed you. Yeah, no, nice work, Will. So just, stay consistent with this here and you'll pass your challenge. It's like almost guaranteed you're going to pass your challenge. There's no reason for you to take anything outside of live until you're funded. Once you're funded, then, you can do whatever you want. But, if your goal here is to get funded, just do what I do here on the live and you should have no problem because your win rates are just like, it's going to be like 100% by the end of your challenge. So other than that, some more profits here from Rashida. Rashida locked in a total profit of 630 off this account. Nice work, Rashida. So for that trade right there, locked in 630. Here's our other account, 470 off this one. Nice work, Rashida. This one as well. And then for her Forex trades over here, she locked in a total of 1,728. Nice. Full TP on that one. Woke up to some good profits right here. So solid work, Rashida, across all of your accounts so far. Dejan over here locked in a total profit of 595. You can see the green strip here. He let this trade run to full TP. Nice work, Dejan. Anelli over here, total profit of 1,390. Full TP right there as well. You can see the green strip. Nice work, Anelli, on letting that run to your profit target. See Natasha over here as well. She's up 415 for the day. All wins, no losses. She took the AUD USD trade last night, and then the sell we just took right now. Right there. Great work, Natasha. There's another variation scalp right here that just came up. I'm not in this position. I just saw it close. Maybe I'll enter it for late entry as price comes back down again. But I'm not going to get greedy here. I'm just going to wait for it. If it comes down, then I'll fill it. If not, then I'm not going to take it because it's just too risky of a move for today. We'll see if it comes down and fills. Yeah, there's a new variation right there, Maria. Let's see. Man, I don't know what's up with my MT4. It keeps entering me like really early. But it entered me early again. So my entry was actually like a bit higher, like up here. I might have to restart my computer maybe because my entry is like way up there. Yeah, so we'll see. I don't know what's going on with my MT4, but it keeps entering me early for some reason, unless I'm putting the numbers in wrong, which I don't think I am. Justin said build a new PC. Oh man, eventually maybe, but not right now. Yeah, no, PC would be good. I need to build one like yours. Yeah, I don't know if it's just the MT4 platform or what, but it is I do run into issues on my Mac sometimes. So it's not unusual. Let me go over here real quick and see the 5 and 10. So the 5 and 10 is still bearish. If you guys are okay with your profits for the week so far, guys, I mean, you guys can just call it a week. You guys don't have to keep trading, right? Just keep that in mind because today is going to be risky. You're going to see some back and forth movement. So if you don't feel comfortable entering any more positions today, just call it a day, right? There's no need to force any entries, especially on, obviously a day like this, where you're going to see a lot of this, damn, let this thing spike around. This thing's spiking around pretty hard. I'm going to close out early if it drops down a little more. Because the volatility right here is just way too high. I'm closing out. Fuck that. I'm not playing with this. It hit full TP. But I closed out a little early. I don't think it hit my TP. I think I ended up getting partial profit. Yeah, whatever. It hit full TP here, but I got partial profit. Even though I entered way up here, I should have hit my full TP with no problem. Once I started to see this spike around a lot, I was like, man, no, I'm out of this trade. So I'm not going to play around with any more entries, guys. So I'll just use the rest of this session to answer your questions. I'll mark up entries here, but I'm done entering trades on my account. The volatility here is just getting a little too crazy. As I mentioned, you're going to see a lot of this today because a lot of people are entering and exiting the market. due to it being the last day of the trading year. So I pulled out of this position early. Unfortunately, I should have just let it run, but I wasn't trying to take the risk there. So if you guys took it again right there, I'll send my profits again, but I pulled out like just a few seconds, like literally a second early before it blasted to TP. I'm just not comfortable with the way the market's moving. It's not really worth the risk in my perspective. If you guys have profits from that, feel free to push your profits up. Natasha said, calling it a day. Happy New Year, everyone. Yeah, definitely, Natasha. I agree. And Madhu said same. So it looks like a lot of you guys here are just wrapping it up for the week or for the year, actually, week and year and month. If there's another entry here, I'll mark it up. But again, I'm not going to take this trade. I'm done for the week. I've locked in my 1,000 for the day across all my accounts. So I'm pretty happy with what I did for today. Yeah, I mean, it's been pretty solid. So I'm not looking to risk anything here. So if I see something else come up, I'll show you guys. Otherwise, let me take another screenshot of my profits and then I'll show you guys what I locked in off that. Yeah, definitely, Mandy. Mandy said, thank you, Sean, for all your help this year. Happy New Year's. Definitely. Happy New Year's to you too. And if you're going to be logging off right now, I'll see you back here on Monday. Or I think the market's open on Monday. Let me check. No, okay, so Monday is an observance of New Year's Day, guys. So we're not going to have a live session on Monday. Everything is closed. JPY is closed, NZD is closed, USD is closed, CAD's closed. I know you guys hate this because you guys want to trade on Monday, but just keep in mind it's a holiday, so we can't trade on Monday. So I think we had a question here from Samuel. Yeah, Samuel said, will the markets be open on Monday? So the markets are going to be closed on Monday, Samuel. So we will not be trading. I know a lot of you guys want to trade. I'll have my mentoring session on that day, but no actual live trading. So if you guys are still itching to get on the market on Monday, just hop onto the mentoring session at 2 p.m., but no morning live session because everything's closed here. There's no point in us going on because the markets are not going to be moving. Anyways, let's see. I know, right? Mandy said, yeah, you get to sleep in one day. Yeah, finally, right? No more 5 a.m. mornings. Karen said, happy New Year's, everyone, when it comes. Yeah, definitely, Karen. Happy New Year's to you too. Madhu said, happy New Year's, everyone. Thanks for the great year, Sean. Definitely, Madhu. And, you know, we have another year coming, man. So it's crazy. I was talking to Madhu the other day and he's been super consistent. I hope you don't mind me like showing them Madhu, but like the Madhu's consistency has been like on point. Today, these are his profits. He locked in 2,320 for the day, all wins, no losses. And he's locked in like a lot of profit for this year so far. So I know he's had an issue with consistency along the year, but you know, looking at his trades here, it's crazy. Every day, if you look at all of his profits, because he sent them to me directly, full day of wins yesterday, full day of wins the day before that, full day of wins on the 29th, full days of wins on the 28th, all wins on the 27th, 21st, all wins. So like you guys can see Madhu's consistency here. He's killing it like every single day. And it's crazy because I see you guys grow within the group, you know, every single day because you guys trade here with me every day. And if you guys send me your profits, this is why it's good to send me your profits because we'll have a documentation here of how you've been doing pretty much every single day. Like Madhu, if you wanted to see his consistency, he can just go to our chat here and he can pull up literally all this profits he sends me every single day. And he can see how consistent he is, like literally all wins. So now he has a lot of confidence with his trades here. Like you guys can see the increase in his profits. He goes from having like a negative day here to a somewhat positive day here, just have one loss. And then this day over here, like 2 losses, but then eventually he just has straight wins every single day. All blue, all blue, all blue. And it's just repetition every single day. So yeah, no, definitely, I'm proud of like how you've like accomplished this because it's crazy. I felt like you were going to give up at some point and you just kept going and then you ended up finding real consistency towards the end of the year. So, all right, guys, let me see if there's anything else here that I need to cover. Fern over here as well. He's currently at 459 for the day. He took 2 of the trades we took this morning, all wins. So great work right there, Fern. We've got Rashid over here as well. Locked in 995 off this account, all wins right here. And then her second account over here, total profit of 1,035 off this one here. Nice work, Rashida. We got Maddie over here. Maddie took this GBP CHF trade last night. He was using the same strategy. Oh, damn, we just missed the trade here. I don't know if anyone took it. There was a momentum scalp that just came up right here. And that one went straight to TP. It's all good if you guys didn't take it. Market here is super risky. So I don't blame you guys for skipping it. I would have skipped it too, but it did hit full TP right there for the momentum scalp. So this is the one that we were actually waiting for. We were waiting for this to come up. It took a while, but then eventually it finally came up and then it hit. So nice work right there. Maddie currently up 1,326 for the day. All wins, no losses. Nice work, Maddie. All right, let me take a screenshot of my profits and then we'll go over whatever questions you guys have. So if there's any questions you guys have in the, if you guys have any questions, just put them in the chat. I'll answer whatever questions you guys have. And then from there, we'll continue on and just analyze the markets further, but I'm not going to be taking any more trades on my accounts because I'm going to wrap it up for the year. Pretty satisfied with how we're closing the year out. Don't want to jinx it. Yeah, so pretty solid. Man, it's crazy. You guys will see my copier right now. My copier actually gave me some pretty good slippage where it ended up pushing me closer to the 2000 range. And then my MFF, let me just check here to see if they're all the same. Yeah, they're all the same. There's no point in me screenshotting them one by one. All right. And then my personal account right here, Hanko. I keep getting signals on my phone. It's 1 minute. All right, so full TP on that trade from earlier. Let me just send you guys the screenshot over here. Slippage did not work in my favor for MFF, but it's all good. All right, so here are my profits so far for the day. And from that last trade that we just took right there. So right here, I locked in 1,871. This is one of the green strip, my main account, FTMO. So nice profit there. Here's my second FTMO account copier, locked in 1,972. So slippage actually worked in my favor on this one. Thankfully, it ended up playing out in my direction. And then my MFF over here, I locked in 1,421. Slippage did not work in my favor here. It actually gave me less. 1,421 off my second MFF, and same thing on my third one, 1,421. Here's my personal account locked in 4806. Slippage a little bit there, not horrible, but still some slippage there. So not bad. I mean, for the day so far, pretty solid. If I was to add up my profits here, 1,871, 1972. 1421, 1421, 1421, plus whatever I locked in for my personal, 48. So total profit of 8,154 across pretty much all my accounts right here. Not bad when it adds up. Other than that, there's not really much else for us to take here. Let me see. My last prop. We're closing out this year pretty strong, guys. I was kind of worried about trading this week because the last week of the trading year is usually very choppy and like it's a risky time to trade. But we won every single trade this week. It's been pretty amazing. We won every Forex trade. We won every US30 trade. We managed our risk properly. We got in and out of these trades when we needed to, and everything worked out perfect. So it's been a great year so far, guys. Let me just copy these over to Oh crap, I sent it to the wrong group. Sorry guys. Sorry if you guys are getting flooded with messages right now. I was supposed to send this to the other one. But yeah, no, it's been a great year. You know, I always get worried towards the end of the year because there's a lot of manipulation. I get worried I'm going to get like spiked out of position when I should have just avoided the trade. But for some reason this year was just really smooth. I didn't really feel too nervous about taking entries. I kind of just entered and then they did what they were supposed to do. Question from Sam. Sam's asking, which extra market data do you select when you're trying to buy CME group? I should say CME group there, Sam. There's only two options. If you look there, there's going to be an option for CME group and then one for ICE. You can do ICE if you want, but it's a lot more expensive. It's like 110 a month if you do ICE data. If you do CME, it's like $4. So I would just do CME. That's what I use. It's the same thing. It's not like a huge difference. Saren said, Happy New Year. Let's make an awesome 2023. Yeah, no, definitely. Saren, I'm excited for 2023 because now we have some structure here with our live sessions. Before we were applying like basically all of the strategies, right? I do have a lot of strategies here. So if you guys remember, you know, we're applying like 20 strategies every single morning and everyone's kind of confused because the only people who knew what we were doing are the people who actually have my strategies and my indicators. Going into 2023, guys, I'm going to be focusing on just these two strategies right here on top of the breakout 2.0. So I'm only going to be applying, I'm only going to be applying basically 3 strategies every single morning. So there should be no problem with you guys, you know, being confused about what we're applying here, because I'm going to be giving out like literally every single step-by-step process of like what we're doing. And there's only 3 strategies that we're looking at. So the breakout 2.0, obviously this is going to be analyzed pre-market. So you don't have to really worry about this. We just analyze it and then we take when the market opens. And then during the live session, these are the 2 main strategies we'll be looking at. So there should be no confusion. If you guys just stick to the live sessions, you guys should be perfectly fine. We have some more profits here from Dejan. He took 1 more trade off that last one we took. Total profit of 785 for the day. Nice work, Dejan. So yeah, if you guys have any profits to post up, you know, feel free to send them in. Either send them to me privately or post them in any of the groups, and then I will add them to the list. You know, this is probably the day that you guys want your profits to be shared. It's the end of year. And you guys have seen at the end of every session, I post up everyone's profits. I pretty much highlight and go over everyone's profits for the day, for the year so far. So let me see if there's anything else here that I'm missing. I know there's a couple more questions up here. Jack's asking, why don't you merge these accounts? Because it messes with my trade psychology when the number's too big. Like I'm used to seeing these profits here. Whenever I enter a trade, Jack, I already know I'm going to make 1,000, right? So it doesn't mess with my head. If I start entering on a merged account where it's a 400K, it's going to say 2,000 there, right? So yeah, of course, that's going to be nice to see 2,000 there. But another thing is I'm going to see that lot size change and that's going to throw me off. And then when I go into drawdown, it's going to throw me off even more because I'm used to seeing like maybe 1,000, 2,000 drawdown. But if I have a 400K account, which I've done before, I actually did merge them at some point and then I slip them back up because it was messing with my trade psychology. I'm good and I'm pretty much dialed in with the 200K accounts. That's why for all of these here, they're just 200K. I focus on just this main account here. I don't really look at these other accounts. So on my copier, I take all my trades on this one and then everything automatically copies to the other, right? So if I make profit on my main account, I already know automatically I'm gonna have profit on the other ones. If I merge this account here and it's 400K like I did before, then I have to set a fixed stop lot or a fixed lot size on my copier for every other account. So then it's gonna throw me off because I have one big account and then I have either another big account or a small account. Because for MFF, you can merge 2, right, to make it 600K, but then that's gonna throw me off even more because then I'm gonna see instead of 1,000, I'm gonna see 3,000. And if I go into drawdown, I'm gonna see like 6,000. That's gonna really like mess with my trading. So that's why I use separate accounts. I prefer to just do this and use a copier. The copier doesn't really have any issues with execution, so it doesn't really make a difference. I just trade on my main account and then it'll be perfectly fine when it copies to the others. So that's the main reason why I do that. Like you have to understand like what works for you and what doesn't, because trade psychology is what really screws up like people's mindsets all the time, especially if you start to see different types of numbers. So that's the main reason why I personally do that. Yeah, exactly. Just you do what works for you, Jack. Like not just me specifically, but for anyone else here, right? If you guys don't like these strategies, don't apply these strategies. But you know, it's a proven concept here that this works because we've been training these live for, months now, if not years, applying the other strategies. So just an FYI. Let me scroll up real quick. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Parker said, can you put directions in Telegram how to add the YM data? Yeah, sure, Parker. I'll do it after because I have to go to the actual trading, or let me see if I can find it here. Tradingview.com. Christian said, hey, Sean, I'm going to buy the premium membership on January 2nd. Once I get it, what should I do next? Follow directions on the, when you sign up, they're going to send you an email, Christian, and then what should you do next is go through the course, right? That should be like the main thing you should do. So go through the course, follow the email. The directions are going to be given to you, Christian. So, like I was talking to you yesterday, I was joking with you about, less talking, more action, right? Because you've been saying you're going to start for like a long time now. You could have been practicing like this past 2 months. So guys, I know a lot of you guys have goals of like becoming this like aspiring trader and whatnot, but nothing's going to happen until you actually do work, right? You can keep thinking about all these possibilities and all these things you want to buy and all these things you want to do, but none of that's going to happen unless you guys actually do it. So trading is a lot harder than you think. It's not something that you just hop into and you're automatically $1 million trader, right? I've been trading for 12 years. It took me a long time to get to this point. So yeah, Christian, when you join, just make sure you go through everything, figure out what you want to do, what you want to focus on. If you just want to focus on these live sessions, then just focus on the live sessions, right? Focus on these strategies. If you want to learn something else, then there's a whole course in there for you to look at. But just, my main word of advice, Christian, is to like go into this without any expectations, because you're not, I don't think you're gonna, well, I don't want to say you're not going to, but not everyone has the same experience starting out trading, especially if you've never been trading before. You're not going to automatically win every single trade. You're going to make mistakes, and you have to understand that mistakes are going to happen. So yeah, Christian, once you join, all the directions will be sent to you. You'll have access to the groups, have access to the indicators. Yeah, I know you're excited, but just take it with a leveled head. Don't hop into this and be like, okay, I'm gonna make $1,000 every single day for the next year. You got to make sure that you actually have a realistic approach to trading. Anyways, let's see. Girish over here said, Happy New Year, Sean and all. Was out on vacation, back now. Yeah, no, I haven't seen you out on here in a while, Girish, but yeah, good to see you back here. And markets are closed Monday, just FYI, so we won't be back on Monday. We'll be back on Tuesday. Let me scroll up real quick and see if there's anything else here that I'm missing. Question from Justin. He's asking, is there something that automatically makes the trade have a TP stop loss? Yes, that is correct, Justin. That's what I'm using. So I'm using the FTMO Quick Trade Manager. You can only use this with an FTMO account though. So if you go to the FTMO website, go to your client area, and then on the left side, there's a button that says downloads. When you go to the downloads, there'll be a tool there called FTMO Quick Trade Manager. When you have that set up there, it's, I want to take a screenshot of this here. When you have that set up there, it's going to look like this, Justin. So when you have this on your chart here, you just put your lot size up here, and then you put your stop loss. I know it says 3,000, but it's supposed to be 300 pips. Points just mean pips here for US30. So you'll put 3,000 there. You'll put 1,000 there. It'll tell you how much profit you'll make and how much risk you'll have. As soon as you hit sell or buy, it's going to automatically plot your TP stop loss. So this is a tool that I use. This is how I get in and out of the trade so quickly. It doesn't work for pending orders, but it does work for orders that you enter at market, which is typically what you're going to be entering anyways with these scalps. So that's how you would set up that, and how you would have that on your platform to be used to enter trades quickly. If you don't want to use that, there's also this tool called Depth of Market tool. If you right click on your MT4, you have to have the computer app though. Right click on it, click on Depth of Market, and then you'll see something similar like this. Here, I'll just put them next to each other. These are the two different tools that you can use. I mean, it's up to preference. I like the FTMO because it actually shows you how much profit risk you're taking. But yeah, you can see here. So this is the depth market, and this is the FTMO. You can see how the FTMO is like way better, right? It shows you how much profit you're risking. For here, you just put your lot size, stop loss, and TP. Same thing. It's just more like straightforward and basic. But I like the FTMO one because it has everything set up right there. All right. Yeah, no, definitely. Justin said, ooh, shoot, that's a game changer. Yeah, it definitely has changed things for me because I don't have to think about setting my TP stop loss. I just enter the trade and then the TP stop loss is automatically placed. Question from Fernando. He's asking, how do I set up a copier? For the copier, you need it. Well, for me, I use Social Trader Tools. So let me go over here. Okay, so this is the website that I go to, Social Trader Tools. I think if you sign up, it's like one free account. I have 6 accounts, so I have to pay $100 a month for this. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but once you start adding accounts to it, you have to pay for it. Pricing's right here. Yeah, so for 2 accounts, you pay $20 a month to use a copier. I have 6 accounts, so I've gone over this threshold by like 1 account. So instead of 60, I pay 120 actually. So this is how you would set it up. What you would do is once you set it up, you just log in, you put your account info in there, and then you set up the copier. So you'll say this account copies this account, and then you can set your parameters there for like slippage and stuff like that. That's basically how I set mine up. I'll try to set up a video so that you can see, but it's not too difficult. It's pretty straightforward. Let me see. Parker was asking about. All right, here, I'll just put directions over here. How to purchase YM CPOT data. Train view. Links tab. To under my plan to add extra market data, choose CBOT. All right, so I put this right here. I think Parker, let me see Parker. Parker, I don't know I forgot who knows Parker. Does somebody here know Parker? I know someone referred Parker to the group. But I don't there we go. I think it might be Jamal. All right. Well, good to know. All right, let me see if there's anything else here for us to look at, guys, before we kind of wrap it up for the day. Or, I mean, I'll stay on here. If you guys have questions, just drop whatever questions you guys have, and then I'll stay on and answer whatever questions you guys have. But I'm not looking to take any entries here. Looking over here on the 10-minute, we currently have a pending buy signal here. We have a buy signal here for the 5 as well. So there's no entries for us to take at the moment until this swings back down. Okay, gotcha. Right. Oh. Yeah, Marco, I figured it was you. I couldn't remember who it was, but yeah, I sent in the thing right there. Marco, if like he needs to get it, but it's in the group chat. I was gonna tag him, but I couldn't find his username. Yeah. All right, let me see if there's anything else here. Nice. Yeah, Karen said made 4.5060. Oh, nice. Nice, Karen. Yeah, Karen over here, she like made a couple of mistakes, unfortunately. So she kind of like got drawn. She went into some really heavy drawdown. So I told her to just take like 1 trade a day. and try to bring it back up. So she did it. She kind of is taking our step-by-step plan there, and she's slowly climbing her way back. We'll see if she can make it back to break even to get a new account. But if not, at least you tried. I know it's possible. I've seen other people do it. It's just going to take a long time. Some last profits right here from Maddie. So this is Maddie's profits for the week. Maddie's made a gain of 28% on his account right here. Total profit of 14,031 on a 50K account. So yeah, he's up 28%. That's crazy. Nice work, Maddie. Yeah, for the month so far. So this is the consistency I'm talking about, guys. If you guys can stay consistent, Maddie's just been taking the Forex calls and then all of US30. We haven't had any losses this month, so it's been pretty solid. Yeah, great work, Maddie. Yeah, Maddie said the GC trade took forever. Yeah, keep in mind, GC is like one of the slowest pairs. Any CHF pair that's not USD CHF is going to be really slow. AUD CHF, GBP CHF, US CHF, all extremely slow pairs. So I don't even bother trading those. Here, let's see. Gotcha. Thanks, Marco, for helping out with that. See, Madhu said prices rejecting off some previous days opening price. Not exactly sure what day, but it looks like I still have the blue line there. Yeah, price one of the days this week. Madhu, probably that's where it's happened right here, right? It got close to opening price, but then it did come right back down. So if you guys are still trading right now, the main thing that you're looking for is a sell signal here on the 5. I'm not trading anymore, but I'm still here to give you guys analysis and any advice on like what you guys are planning on taking. But if you guys are looking to take some entries here, main thing you guys are looking for at the moment would be a sell signal here on the 5 to confirm momentum. Let me scroll down real quick. Justin said it won't let me set up that quick trade manager. It's bringing me to a folder. Do you know how to set it up? Yeah, did you click on the link? Because if you click on the link, there's directions there. There's let me see if I can find it. It's like a pretty step-by-step, pretty detailed step-by-step direction on how to install it. Here, let me see if I can log in mine. Yeah, if you click on more info, it gives you like the directions right there. So here are the directions right here, Justin. If you go back to that where you clicked on the link, there's a button right next to it that says more info. It gives a detailed explanation here how to install it. So they got it for MT4 and they got it for MT5. I think it's the same process, but it's a pretty detailed breakdown here, how to install it. Let me see if I can just give you the link. Here, I'll just post the link in here, Justin. But if you want to go back to the thing, this is for MT4. Yeah, no problem. All right, so let's see. If there's any other questions, guys, feel free to put whatever questions you guys have, right? I want to make sure that you guys go into this next year ready and confident with your trading. So if there's anything that we've been covering or anything that we've been doing here in the live session that you guys are not familiar with or not sure about, just drop your questions in the chat. There's no need to be scared or shy to ask questions. I know some of you guys feel nervous to ask questions because you think you're asking dumb questions, but you got to think about it. You got to start somewhere. So it's fine. Ask any dumb questions you guys might think you have, and I can answer whatever you guys have, because it's 7:35 right now. We still have some time till 8. I'm just not taking any more trades, so I don't really have anything to really cover right now unless it's something that you guys want me to review. So if there's anything that you guys need help with, whether it's signing up for something or figuring out analysis for something, just feel free to drop your questions in the chat. You guys should just leave all your doubt in 2022, guys. Next year is going to be crazy. I think this year was actually my most, this year was my most profitable year because I added on my MFF accounts. So last year, I think I was only trading on like FTMO and then maybe like one MFF. And then this year I added my other MFF account. So let me see. I'll go back to, let's go to December of like last year. like December 2nd. Let's see. So my profits for that day. Yeah, see, so before I was only taking, this is my personal account. This is my, yeah, so I only had 3 accounts last year. So last year I only made like, well, so this is my FTMO main account. I made 3,000 off this one. This is on December 3rd of 2021. Here's my second FTMO, locked in 4,490. And then this is my other account, 4,490. So I had one MFF. This is, you can see it has no .cash after it. And then this is my .cash with FTMO. So I had 2 FTMOs and 1 MFF last year. So I made good profit last year, but this year kind of like blew everything out the water because I added 2 more accounts. So I was doing like ×5 the account of the profits now, or ×6 with the TFF. Yeah, you guys can see the progression here. So like last year, I only had 3 accounts. I had my, yeah, MFF right there, FTMO right there. But you guys can see, this is why I stopped using MFF last year too, because they had the same problem, right? I took this trade here and then this trade here because the lot sizing were different back then. But yeah, looking at today's profits, you guys can see that I have now 5 accounts. So from this year and last year, it's been a great year. I think next year is going to be even better. Yeah, because next year I'm going to be focusing on scaling my accounts. I couldn't scale my accounts last year because I kept running into some issues. Like I merged my accounts and then I unmerged them and that reset the timer. And then also I blew a couple of accounts making like stupid mistakes, trading during news and holidays. So I think in 2023, I'm gonna be more dialed in and I'm going to be focused on either looking for new funding companies to add to my copier or scaling my accounts that I currently have already. The big downside is that I'm gonna have to start a new account. If you guys remembered, I went through this whole copyright lawsuit where I had to change the name of the company and I don't have accounts to those emails anymore. So I'm gonna have to start a brand new FTMO, brand new MFF, maybe TFF if they get better. I'm just gonna have to start over. So we'll, I mean, we'll see where that goes. It's not gonna be a problem though, because I can pass the challenge, not a big deal. It's just going through the whole process again, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, Maddie said 2022 was the hardest for most. Some $1 million traders weren't able to adapt, but K2 is eating. Pretty insane if you think about it. Yeah, because we changed the way we traded too. We adapted to the conditions because this year was more of a scalping market. So we made a lot of profits through scalping this year. Last year, we did a lot of the daily entries, a lot of breakouts, which were good because that fit that type of market structure. But this year was a lot of scalping. And it's been pretty consistent. So yeah, I mean, just looking over at all of our profits for this year so far, yeah, Karen said might as well be able to. Definitely the goal of 2023 is to find consistency and focus. That's really what it is. But yeah, guys, let's see. Peter said, I'm calling it a day. Thanks again, Sean, for everything you do. Happy New Year's, everyone. Definitely Happy New Year's, Peter. So I think we'll wrap this up, guys, by going over our end of year profits. So here are, well, I don't have all of them here, but I have the ones from last week. So for this entire year, guys, these are all of the trades we took during the live session. These are all documented on the YouTube for all of our sessions we take in Monday through Fridays. 169 wins. So 169 wins, only 17 losses, including this week. I think we have about 4 or 5 wins. So we technically be around like 174 wins and only 17 losses. Total profit gains are probably going to be around like 49,000 pips. So, I mean, if you do the math. So if you do the math here, 169 wins, each trade is about 100 pips each, right? So you make 16,900 pips. Over here, this is what we'll do. So 169 times 1%, I guess, right? 1%. So that we're going to have basically 169% gain there. And then 17 times 3, 51% loss, right? Because we're losing about 3% per trade. Or I mean, I don't know. We're doing 1 to 3, so let's do 1 to 3%. So 169 minus 51, we have a total percentage gain of like 118%, which is pretty good. due to the consistency. So this just goes to show that it doesn't matter, like if your risk to reward is negative, like how we do here in the live session, as long as you guys are consistent, you guys can find, your rhythm with trading, you guys can still be able to lock in a ton of profits. So I like to base everything off percentages versus profits, because profits are not going to be a good outlier or not a good indicator as to like how successful you actually did through trading. I think percentages make a big difference because, I'm being as transparent as possible, because I know we have a lot of wins here, but all these wins are just 1% gains, right? The losses here are 3% losses. So they're big losses when they happen, but they don't happen too often. So total percentage gain here is 118%. So depending on whatever kind of account you had, so say for example, you had a 100K account, right? So you $100,000 account times, I don't even know how to do this math because the number's so big. 118. No, that's not right. 100K times, yeah, so that's how much profit you would have made on a 100K account. So that plus 100,000, that's how much gain you would make on the account if you had a 100K account. But that's just an example there. And if you wanted a smaller account, you can do the same thing. Like if you had like a 50K account, like 118 plus 50,000, you'd have a gain of, or this is how your total account would look like at the end of the year. So pretty solid. And Ellie over here, he said, not going to force anything, but would be great to hit my target before our session ends. If not, I'll be ready for the new year starts. Can't express how grateful I am for this trading group and my progress. I'm completely amazed by these stats. Thank you. Yeah, no, definitely, Anelli. So looking over here at Anelli's progress, right? So if you guys can see right here, his max loss was only $700. His max daily loss was like $1,000. And if you look at his consistency right here, 100% win rate, right? That's amazing. Looking over here, literally no losses for the entire month. All wins here every single day, 100% win rate, like literally killing it every single day. So nice work, Anelli. This just goes to show like Anelli here wasn't consistent. He's been part of the group for like about over a year now. And, he had some ups and downs, had a really good start, kind of bounced around a bit, started to run into some losses. And then now he's really found his groove in the market. So every single day wins, whether it's small profit or big profit. It's just the consistency here, right? He locks in about 2,000 this day, 2,000 this day, 3,000 this day, 6,000 this day, and then 1,000 this day, just consistency throughout the month so far. Took a total of 22 trades, 0 losses. It's amazing. So great work, Madhu. Yeah, no, you've been killing it, man. This is this should be eye-opening to like everyone, right? Because Anelli here hasn't been the best trader all throughout the year, but he started to really dial down and locked it in. Thanks, Marco, for this right here. Hey, Justin, I'm gonna there you go. Tag unit right there, Justin. Because I know Marco had this issue too, and he figured it out as well. Especially if you're on a Mac, it's a little confusing. All right, some last profits over here from Patrick. Total profit of 1,186 for the day. Nice work, Patrick. And he's gonna close out the year in blue. All right, solid. Justin said, I'm still trying to figure it out. Thank you. Yeah, thanks, Marco, for posting that up. But all right, guys, I think that might be it for the day. Unless you guys have any other questions, I think we'll wrap this up. There's not really no reason for us to force any more trades. We don't have a sell signal that's come up here on the 5. It's 7:44 right now, so it's going to be 8 o'clock in about 15 minutes. But it does not look like we're going to be having any entries anytime soon. Also looking over here on the 1 minute, it's not in a good area to trade, even if you wanted to. It looks like price is pretty much ranging now. So I don't really recommend people trade anymore, because as we get closer to the end of the year, you can see here that the volatility is dying down a lot, right? Price moved a lot down here, came up, range for a bit, came up, range for some more here, and now it's consolidating. With it consolidating like this, either price is going to break out in a bit, or price is just going to stay flat because everyone's just calling it a day, or calling it a year actually, because today's the last trading day of the year. So either you're just going to get flat market and you're going to be stuck in this trade until next year, or you're going to have to close out for a loss, or you might get one more breakout push, or you might start to get a crazy movement. So a couple of things will happen here. Price will either consolidate for a bit, or it's going to break out and move pretty crazy because people are going to try to get out of the market before the end of the year. Today is definitely going to be the riskiest day of trading for the entire year. So you probably don't want to force anything unless you see something that's really good. So, all right, guys, I think that's it for now. If you guys have any other questions, or if you guys want to just talk to me, I'm here for you guys. If you guys want to just have a chat, or if you guys want to talk about your goals for next year, I'm here to help you guys out. I've found consistency and success with trading, and I'm just trying to pass this knowledge on to you guys because I've pretty much gone through all the hoops and everything to get to this point. So anything that you guys are going through, I've probably gone through it already. So if there's anything that you guys need help with, feel free to reach out. I'm here to help you guys out. It's the least I can do with regard to like how trading has changed my life. It's crazy. It is crazy. But other than that, guys, I think that's it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, Happy New Year's, guys. It's been a great year with you guys. I'm thankful for everything you guys have done, because I would not be here without you guys. If I didn't start live trading for the past, 3 to 5 years, I probably wouldn't find as much consistency as I've had this year. If you go back to the previous year's results, I mean, we had pretty good results from like the previous years. I don't even know how far sorry, my dog's gonna bark. Sorry, how my dog's barking. But yeah, like I was saying, there's no way I could find this consistency where I have such a high win rate. Like for this year so far, our total win rate, we're at 175 plus 17. So 192, 175 divided by 192. We had a win rate of 91% for this entire year, January up until December, which is crazy because that's a pretty good win rate. I mean, that's something that I would definitely boast about because all this stuff is documented. It's not like I made up this win rate. You can go back and watch every live session from this year and add it up. So yeah, guys, other than that, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, it's been a great year. Congrats to everybody who's gotten funded, gotten paid out, continuing to get more funded accounts and everything in between. So, it's just the beginning, guys. If you guys are just finding success right now with trading, I know a lot of you guys have come from different groups. Just stick to it and you guys should be fine. I mean, you guys will see a lot of people here grow into the next year. So yeah, I'll send you that, Maddie. So other than that, guys, have a great rest of your day. If you guys are doing anything for New Year's, be safe. And I'll see you guys back here on Monday for the mentoring session. Again, the market's closed on Monday, so no trading in the morning, but I will be here for the mentoring session. Our live trading will pick back up on Tuesday, January 3rd. So, all right, guys, other than that, Happy New Year's. And I will see you guys. Marcus said, Happy New Year's all. May your bank accounts explode in 2023. Yacht party, Turks and Caicos for the group in August. And let's make it happen, Marco. I'll hit you up on that. We'll set something up. So, all right, guys, have a great rest of your day. Great New Year's. And I'll